four main area that lenders will look at the borrower loan application to either approve or not approve the loan. And those are listed right there on the screen. And they have to look into the credit report, right?
Yeah.
To find out credit history, to find out credit score, to find out a lot of things. So the credit report will show what? Will show a lot of things, like score, how many debts or how many liabilities the client has, and if the client is liable for their payment or their loan or the debts. And the down payment, we talk about money. If somebody comes to you and say, Mr. Most, can you help me to buy a home? What are your first questions to the client?
How are you gonna buy it? Are you gonna buy it cash or finance?
So it's about money, right, Alex? It's all about money. So that's important, right? And then work history. Why work history? Anyone? Any idea? Why work history?
Just to show the income stable or not.
Yeah, exactly. If this person is earning some stable income, they have how long this client have on the job, it's really important, right? Because lender want to make sure this client gonna have a job after they buy a house, because they don't want to lend somebody money and the next day that person have no job, or the next 2 years they have no job. Looking at the work history, they can tell. Okay, income. At the beginning, I already said income is really important because lender will qualify a client based on their income. Why? Why income? Anybody?
To repay?
Yeah, if they don't have the money, how can they repay? Good one, exactly. So, but what tool, what measurement do they use to qualify a client? So the next slide, we talk about a ratio. Lender use this particular ratio. It's called debt to income ratio. They use this formula to qualify a borrower, to see if the borrower qualify. They're gonna approve the client or not using this ratio. It's called debt to income ratio. And the name of the ratio is really simple and really easy to remember. How you calculate the DTI, we call it DTI, debt over income. So that's the formula. Total monthly debt over total gross monthly income. We talk about monthly. Total monthly debt over total gross monthly income, okay? And right there I put the DTI must be below 49% for a client to qualify. What does it mean by 49%? Why it's not 30% or why it's not 100%? Okay, let me explain to you why it has to be less than 49%. If somebody make $10,000 a month, lender want that person to only spend $4,900 is the maximum on paying for mortgage, insurance, and property tax for the property. Why? Because he earns $10,000 and he paid $4,900 for his monthly mortgage, monthly property tax, and monthly home insurance. He has $5,100 to pay for other stuff like
Living costs
such as health insurance, car insurance, car payment, because a lot of us paying car payment. We don't just buy cash, right? And we have to eat too. We have to pay for our own food. Shopping, that's one of the big ones. Because lender know Anna's shopping, so lender make sure Anna still have $5,100 to pay for her shopping and her other stuff, right? So our client, when they come to you and they say they have 10,000 gross monthly income, and you can kind of have an idea of how much they should be able to buy by looking into, okay, if you buy this house and this is how much the interest rate and how much monthly mortgage you have to pay, how much monthly property tax you have to pay, how much monthly insurance you have to pay, and you know the total, and you can do the calculation. But I will go over it a little bit more detail, but not right away because I'm gonna confuse you. But I put there debt equal to PITI plus all debts. So the total monthly debt, including both the PITI and the debts. What is a PITI? P stands for principal. I think it's right there. Principal and interest. Together, principal and interest is called mortgage. Every month we pay lender monthly mortgage, and that monthly mortgage include principal and interest. What is principal and interest? If you borrow 500,000 loan, and every month if you pay 3,000 mortgage, in that 3,000 mortgage, maybe 2,000 is the interest and 1,000 is the principal. If you know, I'm just giving just a number. Don't quote me on that. So every month you pay 3,000 monthly mortgage, and in that 3,000, 2,000 is your interest that you pay to the lender, and 1,000 is the principal that go toward your 500,000 loan. So your 500,000 loan go down by $1,000. Like after you pay your first mortgage payment, your loan amount from 500 gonna be 499,000, right? That's called the principal. Every time you pay into your principal, you have more equity in your home. You see what I'm saying? For example, somebody buy $1 million home, and they borrow 500,000 loan. They have 500 equity in their home, and after the first month of mortgage payment, because they pay 1,000 toward the principal, after one mortgage payment, the borrower have 501,000 equity in his home. Am I clear? Or I confuse you? You look confusing.
I guess I'm slow.
Not yet.
No, okay. Let's make it easy.
Okay. Sorry.
No, not easy. Let's say it again. If you buy, let's make example, it's you.
Okay.
You buy a $1 million home, and you ask me to help you to borrow 500,000 loan.
Okay.
So you need to bring in 500,000 down payment, and that 500,000 is called your equity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
And because of your monthly mortgage is $3,000 a month.
Okay.
But in that 3,000, 2,000 is interest paying to the lender.
Right.
Only 1,000 paid toward your principal. Your principal right now is 500,000
Right.
that you borrow from the lender.
Right.
That 500,000 principal, after you pay your first mortgage payment, you pay 1,000 toward your principal.
Okay.
That means your loan amount will go down by 1,000.
Yeah.
That means gonna be the loan amount after your first mortgage payment. It's gonna be 499,000. So when your principal go down, your equity go up.
Okay.
Your equity was 500,000, but after your first mortgage payment, because
501.
it's 501,000 principal equity now.
Okay, got it.
Thank you, Vivian. Yay.
Okay.
No, I think you are not the only one who confused,
Okay.
but because you represent the people who doesn't say it, right? That's why I need somebody to raise your concern or question so I can repeat. Okay. Okay, so we talk about PITI, including P mean principal, I mean interest, and principal and interest together we call monthly mortgage. Okay. Tax here is property tax. So our property tax, not income tax. Okay, property tax. Everyone who buy a home will have to pay property tax, and everyone who buy a home will have to pay home insurance. And what is that home insurance does? That home insurance is the one that will help us to rebuild our home if the house get on fire, right? For the property tax, why do we have to pay property tax, everyone? We talked about this a few weeks ago. Property tax, you have to pay because the government need to collect them to pay for parks, for public school, for libraries. So as a U.S. citizen, a good one, we own a home, we pay for those, right? Because we make so money owning a home, so we should do something for the community. So the last item in the PITI there is a PMI. PMI equals to, it's not the last one, they were HOA. PMI is private mortgage insurance. private mortgage insurance. If somebody have less than 20% down payment or somebody borrow FHA loan, they have to pay mortgage insurance. And the last one is HOA. If somebody own a home or condo that if the complex asks for the homeowner association fee, they also have to pay for it. And anything that you have to pay for your house, including homeowner association, mortgage insurance, home insurance, property tax, and principal and interest, that's called PITI. That many things is called PITI, okay? And look at the debt definition. Debt equal to PITI plus credit card debts, auto debts, student loans, anything that show up on your credit report. That's why the credit report is really important. Lender will look into it to find out how many liabilities or how many debts you are having, okay? Because that affects your debt to income ratio. You see, because the debt to income ratio equal to monthly debt over the gross monthly income. If you have a lot of debts, then you're in trouble, right? You want income a lot larger than the monthly debts for you to qualify for the mortgage, okay? All right, so I just throw in some number to make it so simple, to just to get to know to use the formula. You don't know how to calculate income yet, you don't look at the credit report yet, you don't look at anything yet. This is just some number. So the DITI formula is equal to total monthly debts divided by total gross monthly income. Assuming in these two examples, this person doesn't have any liabilities, doesn't have any debts. The only thing they're gonna pay is the PITI. And they earn 8,600 on the first example. So what is the ratio, the DTI ratio? You use your calculator, plug in the number and let me know. 3,500 divided by 8,600, what is your ratio? Anna, you got the number? You got the number? Yeah, awesome. Alex?
40%.
40%. Anybody on Zoom? You got the number?
So what do? You get the
We divided
8,600.
3,500 divided by 8,600.
So the debt to income ratio equal to the monthly PITI plus all the debts divided by the gross monthly income. But in this case, we assume there is no debts, no liabilities. So the only thing we need to plug in the formula is the total PITI divided by the total gross monthly income. I saw Anna have the correct answers. You have one too? Yeah.
I asked Alex.
No,
to
but
write
you
down.
know, right? You
Yeah, I'm just writing it down too.
3,500 divided by 8,600. I want you to punch the number. You have your calculator with you? Because that's how you learn. Anybody on Zoom, I need you to use your calculator and do both. Give me the answer on your chat box for example 1, example 2. So it's like EX1, then you give me the answer. EX2, give me the answer. I want to see it. Can we look at the chat?
Yeah, right.
Jose, I want to see. I want to see
Jose,
your
correct.
chat. And
Jose correct have the answer.
oh, Jose got it. Okay. Cynthia, can you hear us? She's still not here.
Assuming there's no other.
Cynthia cannot hear me.
Yeah, let me test.
Okay, good job, Jose. Anybody else want to give us your answer? Jose did correctly. Okay. So the DTI in this case, one is like 40%, the other one is 56%. So which one will qualify for a mortgage? Example 1 or example 2?
1.
1. Why, Alex?
Well, it's under 49%.
It's under 49%. Remember on the previous slide, we say DTI had to be below 49% to qualify for a mortgage. In this case, the first borrower definitely qualify for a mortgage. The second borrower doesn't qualify for a mortgage. Why? Because look at that. 3,500 monthly payment, but only earn 6,200. This person have 56% DTI. That means if this person only have 44%
Yeah.
left for living costs.
Collective living cost.
And that's not good under the lender's eye,
Yeah.
right? So look like everybody get it, right? Okay, awesome.
Yeah, who's next?
Yay! Everybody, I want more people on Zoom associate with us, so it's more fun. Okay. Any question before we move on? Chị Cynthia, she can still
Yes,
not
she
hear.
cannot
Huh?
hear.
Chị Cynthia, it's your computer. Or how about the volume? Turn on the volume. She cannot hear me. I cannot talk to her like that anyway. Okay. Okay. So how important is gross monthly income? We just did the example. So my question to you is, how important is it? Say something.
Because if our income is not enough, so the ratio will be high. It will be not qualified
Yeah.
by the lender.
You did it, yes. When the income is not enough, the DTI is way over 49%. The client is not qualified for a mortgage. So it is important, right? So a lot of people nowadays in the Bay Area, because of the house value is so much, and people have a certain amount of money for the down payment. So the loan is big. And for people to qualify for a big loan amount, they have to have a big income monthly. And if they don't have a lot of income, they don't qualify for a mortgage. So that happened right now.